day been?
Great. I feel like I came out and did what I needed to do. I put on the show and I just did me.
You look pretty excited after that long post up there. What happened on that play? Just
I just know I made the play. That's running great routes and catching the ball. That's what I do for a living.
Most of the time I was going through practice, working routes, and getting things, you know what you're doing. Here, it's a different situation. You're kind of putting on a show for guys that are looking at you for specific things for your future. How's that different for you?
I mean, it's just a different set of eyes. That's all it is. It's still, at the end of the day, you still putting your cleats on, you tying them up, and you playing football. At the end of the day, and God brought me here to shine my light, and that's what I'm doing.
Myles, you in drills, you had a different guy throwing you the ball than you did there this season. How do you think Fernando did getting you the ball?
Great. We got out here a little early so we can throw with him a few times before we actually got out here for the day, and he has a cannon, Indiana. Y'all got a great one.
How do you compare him to other quarterbacks you played with just in the short time that you
I done played with some great quarterbacks. He's up there with one of them greats. I wish I would have got a chance to play with him, but I got a chance to play with Kurt. That's another great quarterback, so it all worked out.
Myles, was this a nerve-wracking experience, a fun experience? How would you describe it?
Fun, no nerves, for real. Of course, I couldn't sleep last night. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't fall asleep till like 1 o'clock in the morning, but it is what it is. I came out and did what I could.
How do you describe what Indiana football has done for you in your journey to get to the next level?
They gave me this opportunity. I could have went and played anywhere else, and I chose to come to Indiana. And Coach Sig, I thank him for that. Coach Shandy, all the coaches, I thank them for bringing me here and taking me in as one of their own, And I really enjoyed it. I had brothers at Texas Tech, but I made some more brothers here, like lifelong brothers that's probably going to be in my wedding someday.
As a player who arrived here last year, hadn't played with the staff, had that whole experience to try to acclimate last spring, what would your advice be to this whole class that arrived here?
Getting that playbook, man. Getting that playbook, learn your plays, do what you got to do so you can get on the field as fast as possible. Ain't nobody going to make no money sitting around. So you got to be on top of everything you do, be where you're supposed to be, and most of all, just be a great person, be a great human. That's going to get you further in life than anything else.
Talk about your journey. Last year, you're playing on a team that ends up playing in the college football playoffs as the season of the program's life, and now you're playing in front of NFL personnel for a potential lifelong job, and so your journey is looking to continue.
Definitely. I started off at Texas Tech, and I had a great time at Texas Tech. Like I said, I had met brothers and coaches that I loved deep down in my heart, and they gave me a great opportunity. But when I decided to transfer, it was one of the hardest things I ever did. I'm not gonna lie. Like my dog Caleb sitting right there, he'd tell you, like, I was crying, like it hurt me because I didn't want to leave him. That's not something that I do, So when I left, it was a business decision, and I chose to come to Indiana because of what they had to offer. And looking back on it, it worked out, It worked out. It all played in my favor, God's favor, highly blessed.
How did the success this season, how do you think that really helped you develop to be ready to do what you did today?
Definitely. I think for me, the main thing, like the offense, the terminology in the offense, I'm coming from an air raid where it's a lot of one-word calls, now you get into, you got a sentence this long, and now you got to learn it. You got a few weeks or a few days to even learn it, so I think that terminology part, because I've always been a receiver I am, they helped, of course, mold me a little bit more and help me get better in some aspects. But like as far as like on the field stuff, I would say the terminology of like what I was learning and how things are being taught to me and said, I think that was the biggest thing for me.
Myles, how do you think your versatility as kind of an all-purpose guy separates you from the rest of the receiver field?
I'm a smaller guy, punt return, kick return, punt, kickoff. Whatever you want me to put me on, I feel like I can do it all. I can kick the ball if you wanted me to. But that's just who I am. I can do it. I can do everything. Whatever the task is, Myles Price can do it.
Myles, you talked about during the season that you had a vision board when you picked coming to Indiana.
Facts.
Are you still going to use that for the NFL draft?
Oh yeah, for sure.
What's on it right now?
We don't know yet. We getting started right now. This is just the beginning.
One more for Myles.
Myles, what have some of your interactions been like with the NFL staff and some of the representatives?
I can tell I definitely opened a lot of eyes, and that's what I knew I was going to do. That's what I prayed about, and God gave me this opportunity to come out here and do that, and I succeeded. I excelled it.
Awesome. Thank you.